So in today's video, we're going to talk about keywords and in particular, long tail keywords. Should you still be going after them or should you be using a different tactic? That's what we're going to talk about in today's video. So let's get into this. Hi everyone and welcome back to the video. Today I want to talk to you about long tail keywords. And if you stay tuned to the end of the video, I'm going to show you some results from some long tail keywords that I've researched, published, and left to actually rank, so we have some data on them. I've done around 15 keywords where I have used a search tool, Keywords Everywhere, and come up with some numbers that it suggested these long tail keywords should be getting, i.e. the amount of traffic, if I write these articles, I could expect if we can get them to rank high up in the SERPs. Well, I managed to get 15 of them to rank at #1 in the SERP index, and the numbers, what I get now compared to what the tool says, are pretty different. So stay tuned to the end and I'll show you those numbers. But first, why am I talking about long tail keywords and why am I even contemplating that you shouldn't even write them? It seems crazy, right? Because most of the time everybody will tell you to go for long tail keywords. Well, there will be a time where your website gets to a certain size and authority where you can branch away from long tail keywords. So I have a website now that is 1 year old. It has over 900 articles on the website and it pretty much can rank on page 1 for a lot of keyword terms in that niche. So I'm now at a point where I no longer really have to drill down and get those long tail keywords to actually see some success from publishing that content. Now, in the beginning, you will need to look at long tail keywords. And like I say, I've got many videos about that and I will always advocate going after those in the early days. And the reason for that is it gives you some early success stories. You can see some traffic, you can see some rankings. It helps motivate you and it does get your website going in the right direction. It can also send some good signals to Google as well to say that you are ranking within that certain niche or topic, and then Google will hopefully attach that association to you and it will give you more prevalence when you publish more content. But recently I've been speaking to some high level publishers, and we are talking high level publishers. These are companies, and I'm not going to say they're individual people. Most of them now are classed as a company or a brand. And these range from anything from like 5 million searches a month. One had 30 million searches a month. And they now look at a different strategy. They don't even talk about long tail keywords anymore. In the beginning they did, but once they reached a certain plateau of authority, they now go after topics. Now, I've mentioned topics many times on my YouTube channel, and I think it is something now that Google is looking towards more and more. For you to go after a topic and become the go-to person within that topic or that cluster of keywords, which makes up an entire topic. Now, these websites were saying that's what they do. They now go after single keywords with very high search volumes, or they look at topics and they create whatever they think they need to write in that topic. Many of them don't even do keyword research on that topic. If their writers believe that this article should be on the site, or the reader would really want to know about this information, or the reader would expect this article, then they write it, whether it says there's any search volume or not. They cover that topic in its entirety, as much content as they can, irrelevant of whether the search tools say there's traffic or not, and they just write and cover that topic in detail. But for you guys watching my channel, most of you will be either at the beginning of your journey of building a website, or you may have a little experience in building them and you're seeing some success. Well, the time when you should choose topics over keywords will really be down to you and the performance of your website, how your website is doing basically. If you can publish an article and it ranks instantly and it hits page 2 or page 1 within days, then you can start thinking about topics and even going after single keywords. And like I say, these are often the keywords that bring you in the most traffic. But if you're in the beginning, I do still recommend you go after those long tail keywords. And I see great success with that. Typically, my strategy is we go after long tail keywords for around 7 or 8 months. And then when we see some success with those, we narrow it down to shorter keywords with bigger search volume for about another 6 months. And then when the website is 15 months old, something like that, we then start looking at topics and we really go after nailing and being the authority in 1 or 2 topics in our niche. So if we have a look at some of the results that I promised you, here is a snapshot. You can see there on the right hand side is the predicted keyword search volume from Keywords Everywhere, i.e. if you write the article, get it to #1, what they expect the global traffic should be for that keyword. And you can see in the column next to it, you can see the actual results that I'm getting. And I think you can see there's a dramatic difference in the predicted and the success of the keywords I'm seeing. So that just proves to me 2 things. #1, you can't always believe what these tools predict. It usually greatly underestimates the traffic that you can get. And #2, it shows why you should still be going after these low competition, long tail keywords. And some of those are pretty impressive there. There's some numbers there like predicted 0 search volume and actually getting hundreds. And some of the best keywords I have with traffic numbers are actually still coming from the long tail keywords. And another screenshot I'll show you, here's a recording. This is from a tool called SERP Robot where I track my keywords progress. And you can see the results and how many #1 positions we have in the SERPs by using the long tail keyword research method. Now, not all of these will have traffic, not all of them actually get traffic, but they are #1, they're proving to Google that we are relevant for that keyword and that topic or that niche, and I still think it's a good strategy to have some of those. Now, there has to be a balance. You don't want to put all your time and effort into an article that's going to get you 0 traffic. Of course, that's ridiculous to even think that. However, sometimes by publishing a piece of content, you just don't know your luck. You might just hit on that magic 0 search keyword that actually brings you in thousands of traffic. So there you go. I just wanted to touch on the topic of should you still be writing long tail keywords and using them in your strategy. And I do believe you should in the beginning. But there will be a time when you need to change your mindset and you need to go after those single keywords with the high search volumes, or you go after topics and actually, shoot for the stars and see where you get. So I hope you like that. That is my strategy. I start off with long tail keywords for several months, and then I go to shorter keywords, and then I go to topics, and then after that, I pretty much write what I feel my readers will want to see. So that's it for now. Thanks for joining me. If you enjoyed the video, please like it, comment below. What is your strategy? What are you doing at the moment? What type of research are you doing? What type of keywords are you going after? Let me know in the comments. I'd really appreciate that. But for now, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video.